What's up? So I have been off the grid for quite some time. I know. I thought it necessary, to come back and reintroduce myself. So allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Leboha. Those who get it, get it. Anyway, my name is Lebohang Kgapola. I am a wife, I'm a mom, I am a singer, songwriter, recording artist, and worship leader. I love the Lord and I love singing for Him. I love being in a room full of people singing to Him. That's who I am. So during my pregnancy and postpartum, I suffered with acid reflux and had to take some time off dealing with vocal cord swelling and inflammation. It took a really long time, but I'm coming back stronger. And I thought it best that I have my lovely, handsome husband behind the camera to ask me a few questions. And that will be a really great reintroduction, actually, I think. So, babe, are you ready?
Ready!
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. First of all, I want us to set the record straight.
All right.
I've heard people call you so many things.
Yes.
Lebohang, Kgapola. Just set the record straight what you're not.
That's a good question. Okay, so what I'm not.
Exactly.
Okay, so I love the question, babe. So I am not Lebohang. I am not Lebu. I mean, I am Lebu. People call me Lebu. But on official things like posters, anything that's official, guys, it's Lebohang. 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 Even Kgapola. Sometimes the Kgapola has an H. No, Lebohang Kgapola. I know that the editor is going to write it down correct for once and for all. I love the question.
Well, okay, that's quite interesting. Second of all, you mentioned you're a wife, but to be precise, a Tonga wife.
Yes.
Now, we all want to know, when are you going to do a Tonga worship song?
Oh, definitely the next project. I'm just still learning.
Is that a promise?
It is a promise, and I'm still learning Tonga, by the way, as a Tonga wife, Najonta. And there's a song that we have been cooking together, Wabuya Yesu. So that's a Tonga song, and I feel like, it's gonna really affirm me there in the Tonga nation that I am a Tonga bride, guys, and I can speak Tonga and sing Tonga.
Love it. I want to know. I mean, we just checked your stats the other day and we saw you surpassed more than 2 million streams. When I actually told you about that, how did that make you feel? Like, what was going on through your mind that there's been 2 million impressions that you have made out there?
Actually, I love, babe, that you always going through my stats and, showing me the business side of things. That really keeps me encouraged. Especially during the time of, not being well and not being able to sing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not singing anyway. And you're like, listen, you may not be on any stage right now, but this is what your numbers are doing. And this is what Christ Revealed more specifically has done. And just by the way, Christ Revealed is 9 years ago.
Yeah.
It was during a very interesting time, when CDs and the streaming thing was being introduced and the CDs were still being sold. So that's 2 million of streams apart from the CDs and DVDs sold at the time. Another interesting thing with Christ Revealed is that there was no marketing, no PR, nothing done. There was no, what's that thing you call on YouTube? Optimization. There was none of that. So everything, Christ Revealed in the last 9 years, has been really organic. So to have done those kind of numbers with a project that was pushed solely on word of mouth, people just, telling each other about, hey, this is Christ Revealed, blah, 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 blah. It's really encouraging and it makes me even more excited about, okay, what more with the next project and having structures in place now, PR, marketing, optimization and all of these things that actually help push your numbers. I think that the next project is going to do even better. So what was your question? I feel like I'm blabbing. But basically, I feel encouraged. Oh, I'm touching my mic. I feel encouraged that the next project is going to do better because Christ Revealed has done that well without any push, just very organic numbers.
Last but not least,
Okay.
What has been the scripture that has been your anchor ever since you were told to take it down, calm down, and just focus on your healing journey and restoration? Other than the dates, other than the drives, what has been your anchor?
Other than the dates and the drives and the loving. I love the question, babe. Okay, so I read a lot of Psalms and a lot of Lamentations, like just venting. David would go off on God, who would just express his feelings about God. How long? Why? Why? And I also spent a lot of time lamenting on my own, being like, God, a lot of pregnant women suffer, yes, during pregnancy and post-pregnancy, but why did I specifically have to suffer with my voice? This is all I know, so it was a very frustrating time. I was venting to God, lamenting to God. I was overwhelmed, scared, nerve-wracked, really. And I remember just relating so much with David and the book of Lamentations. But then when I got to Habakkuk 3:17, that talks about, I'll just recite it, I hope I can remember all of it. Habakkuk 3:17 says that though the fig tree does not bud, though there are no grapes on the vine, though there are no crops on the field, though there are no cattle in the pen, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. And then it goes on to say, for he makes my foot as strong as a deer, able to tread upon difficult terrain. That scripture held me down. I felt like I was in that space of no production. I was not producing anything. There were no grapes on the vine, no cattle in the pen, but when I read that part about God, even in the season, is making your feet as strong as a deer, it made me understand that this is process, and in this season, he is refining me and strengthening me. And I'm not just, sitting and not producing anything, but it's a season where God is working behind the scenes, and that really kept me going. I love that question.
That's all.
Okay, thanks, babe. So I do hope that was, interesting for you. Little get to know me.
Ooh, yay, Beyonce. Bonang. Reintroduction. I love this. It looks pretty. Imagine with the candles and the lamp. Oh my goodness. It's gonna eat.